All right. Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your time for joining our free online lesson. So my name is Nur Faradila. You guys can call me Farah, and I am one of the technical team that specialize in design and manufacturing, DNM of Acadsystems in Berhad. All right, this is my email, nurfarah@acadsystems.com. If you guys have any details question or any issue regarding your software or drawing, you can just drop your email to this email. All right, so for today's topic is add constraints to sketches with AutoCAD. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, first of all, what is constraints? So basically, normally people who use 2D AutoCAD, they don't normally use constraints because they will just specify the dimension, the desired angle right away. But with constraints, we can actually draw randomly, and then we can put constraints like apply the rules to those objects. Okay, so there are two types of constraints in AutoCAD, which is geometric constraints, which it can control the relationships of objects in respect to each other. And then the second type of constraints is dimensional constraints, which it control the distance, angle, radius, and length values of objects. Okay, without further ado, we can proceed to our lesson. Let's go to here. Share. Right. All right. Welcome to those who just entered this lesson. All right. Okay. As you can see from the screen, this is the floor plan. I just draw a floor plan, an incomplete floor plan, which I haven't applied any constraints onto it. So if I haven't applied constraints, you can see if I select and then move around this line, the other line will not change and follow my changes. So constraints can help it follows my changes like this. So to do, hold on, I hide this floating first. Right. To do constraints, you can go to parametric ribbon. You can go here, click, and you can see here is geometric constraints, and this side is the dimension constraint. So I will proceed with the geometric constraint first. All right, geometric constraint contains of this coincident, which it constrains 2 points to coincide, and then it has collinear, concentric, which will make those circles, arcs, or ellipse maintain the same center point, and this fixed button can fix any point, and then it can also help to make the selected line become parallel, and then perpendicular. It can also make the line exactly horizontal, vertical. We have also tangent. We can also smooth the line. We have symmetric and also equal. Right. Okay, for example, I will draw a polyline here, a very random polyline with irregular polyline like this. And then, first of all, I want to make this line parallel to this line, so can go to the...
Farah, hi Farah,
Yes.
can you share your screen, your AutoCAD screen?
Oh, I already... Hold on. Share. Yeah, I'm sharing my AutoCAD screen. You cannot see?
We only see your PowerPoint so far.
PowerPoint. Then I stop share and share again. Right. Now can see my AutoCAD screen?
Not yet. I think still loading.
Still loading, but I'm already in the... How about other?
Sama-sama tak ada apa. Blank screen je ni.
blank screen. Wait, no, and then stop. Wait. Stop share. Share screen. I will just share my screen now. Share. Can you see my AutoCAD screen now?
Sekarang dah boleh nampak dah. Okay.
Alright. Okay, I will continue. Sorry for the issue. Alright. So let me just continue with the past. Let me just continue this. Okay, so after I do this random polyline, I want to make this line and this line become parallel. So can just go to I hide floating and then can go to parametric here and click parallel here, and then choose the first object and then second object. See, the first and second object will become parallel to each other. So this is why it calls geometric constraint, because it associates to each other. Okay, next, same for this line. I want to make it parallel to each other. So this one and this one. So as for this one, you can just click, you can use coincident for this point and this point. So it will always attach to each other. So you can see if I move one line like this, the parallel line will always stay same. It always become parallel, right? And then, okay, but next, I think I want to make it become rectangle. So that means this line and this line will become perpendicular. So just use this one, perpendicular, and then choose this line as the first object, and then this line as the second object. So you see, if I move the point or the like this, it will always become rectangle. It doesn't change, right? Next, I want to make this bottom of the rectangle align to this line. So here I can use collinear. Just click collinear and click the first object here and then click this one. You see? It will become aligned to each other. It will follow, right? Same. So next, I want to make this line become aligned to this line. So just use collinear and let's see what happened. So just click this as the first object and click this one as the second object. You see? Yes, this line become collinear to each other, but this one become it's not the result that we expected. So just keep in mind when you use constraint, you must use it logically, and just make sure that you apply the constraint logically. Okay, let's just go back. So this is that was because of this object. I haven't put any constraint yet, so it can move. Either line can move. Therefore, I want to put constraint to this object. So either by using one by one here, we can also use auto constraint. You can just click here, or we can adjust the properties of the auto constraint here at the small arrow. Just click, and then we have geometry, dimension, and auto constraint. So go to auto constraint, and then here you can disable and enable the constraint type that you want to use. And you can also do your priority. Like for example, you want the parallel become your priority in constraint. So just click and then move up like this. So, and then, but if you want to use the default, just click reset and then okay. So just click auto constraint and then select object. This, enter. So here it apply the constraint logically to my object. So if you use auto constraint, there are some constraint type that we might don't want. So we can delete it by just move your cursor onto the constraint bar and then right click and then just go delete like this, right? And then here maybe you feel this constraint bar very disturbing or very messy at one place like this, so you can just drag, click and drag it to anywhere, but don't put further from the original place because it will confuse you. Okay. Then let's continue like my desired one, because before I want to make this line align to this line, right? So now can do already. Just go to this one, collinear, and then click this line as the first object and this line as the second object. You see, if I move this line, this one will follow. The aligned one will follow, right? Yes. To make it more interesting, I want to make this side and this side equal to each other. So can just click equal here and click this line and this line. So this line, these two lines will always equal whatever you make to these lines. For example, when I click here and move, see? And this one obviously will follow. All right. Okay. This constraint bar, you can display it. You can adjust the display at here, whether you want to hide all like this. If you want to show all, just click show all. Or if you want to hide some of them, you can click here, choose the show or hide, and then select object. For example, I want to hide at the top of this object and then enter. So choose hide. So this one will be hide and the other one will be shown. And then show all. If I choose hide all, the constraint bar will still can be shown if you select it. You see, but you can actually totally hide it at the geometric setting here, at the constraint setting, at the bottom here. Untick these two box and then okay. So there is no constraint bar at all. When you select it, the constraint bar will still not appear, but the constraint is still applied onto the object. You see, if I move this line, so the constraint is still there. Okay. Okay, now let me go to other constraints that I cannot show you at the floor plan. Hold on, I will. Okay. Okay. So as for concentric, these two circles, I want these circles will have the same center point. So just click concentric here and then click this circle as the first object and then click this circle as the second object. Oh wait, just click this first and then select this first and then this one as the second object. See, it will follow the circle. That one is for circle and circle. So I can show you with I can show you for circle with arcs like this. Just click concentric and then select the first object and this one. You see, these arcs and this circle will have the same center point. So whatever I do with this arc, the circle will follow like this, right? Next, tangent, it's a normal thing, but it's just that it is fixed after you do constraint. So just go click tangent constraint here, and then if you select the circle first as the first object, and then you select line, so the line will be moved onto the circle like this. But if you select a line as the first object like this, the circle will be moved onto the line. It will tangent like this. So which object you select first is a very crucial thing lah. Right. Next, for smooth. See, if you go and click smooth here and select this point and this point, it will attach those two lines. This is spline and this is arcs. It will attach it and it will try very hard to make it very smooth. Anything you do, it will be moved very smoothly like this. For example, spline with spline, it will become like this. This one, I will select this one first because I want this spline will be moved here. So just click smooth here and this line first, and this one as a second curve. Same. It attached very smoothly like this. Right. Next, for coincident. Okay, let's try to use coincident. You just have to click and then click this point for this line, and then this point for this line. This, oh wait, coincident, this line with this line. Okay, and then this line. No. Constraints. Wait, I show this one first, okay, so that I can, okay, I can see it. Go to coincident and then just click here and here. Okay, second point. Okay, this one with this one. Oh. Right, basically it's like that. And then I want to make this dimension is same like this, so we can use equal. Just click equal there and then click this as the first object and this one as the second object. So the line for those two lines is has become equal. And then can use symmetry. Go there, symmetry, and then click the first object. And then click the second object. And now symmetry line. So I choose this line as a symmetry line. Right, like that. So the angle between these two line and the symmetry line is the same, will always same. Whatever you do to this line, it will make this line do it too. This one, yep, like that. Okay. So far okay, right? And then let me go to the parametric, the dimensional concentric, which here I have parametric pipe. It's a part of an object. It's a part of modeling. It's an arm. Okay, so concentric dimensional basically has the same function as the dimensional annotation. Right. You can see the difference here if I draw a line like this and I use the normal dimension, use a line from here to here. This one you can adjust it by at the properties. You can make it smaller, right? So the line for the dimension for this line is 10.89. But if you change the value, double click and change the value to, let's say, 15. It will just change the value here, but not changing the line. So that is not what we want. You can delete it first. So here I will show you how to use dimensional constraint. Go to parametric and use a line here. Make dimension from here to here. Right. So the original dimension for this line, for this object is 7.05. Okay, let's make this for this one too. From here to here. Right. Okay. You can change it. Let's see if I change it. Just double click. And then give value to, let's say, 10. See? Once you put 10, the dimension for the line will also become 10. It will change when you change the value. I want to change the name to one. And this one, one. This one, double click. I want to change it to become 2. Right. Okay. We also have diameter. Just click and give dimension of this diameter for the hole. And then for the arc, let's say I want to put radius. So just click this arc for the radius for the arc. Right, like that. We also have angular dimensional constraint. Just click and then click these two lines. Right. Okay. So basically, these are all parameters, the original parameters of drawn object. Okay. If you go to parameters manager, you can manage your dimension here like this. Let's say arm is 10, arm 1 is 10, arm 2 is 10. So you can change here too. Let's say here I want to change it to 15. You just have to double click and then type in 15, enter. See, it will change. It will change. So this one is already become an intelligent object. So to make it more intelligent, we want the arm 2 always double arm 1 dimension. So you can go to here, double click and just write arm 1 multiply by 2 like this. Right. So if you change the value, so let's say I change the value to 5, enter. So this one will become double. That means it become 10. This is too small, so I will change to 10, right? Right. Another one. Okay, this one originally don't have here. So actually we can add a new dimensional constraint parameter, not just for the constraint that we have created. It can be done for something that we haven't created. So just click here and then key in the name. So for example, the bolt diameter, bolt diameter, and then enter. So I want to make sure the diameter for this hole is depend on this bolt. Bolt will go into this hole, right? So diameter here, double click, just type in bolt diameter plus 0.2 like this, enter. Oh, sorry. This one is plus, right? Enter like this. So let's say the bolt parameters is 0.5. Enter. So this dimension will become 0.7. Just like that. Okay. So that's all about the dimensional constraint. Same, you can hide the dimension here, hide, and then you can show. You can hide some of them by select like this, enter and hide. Same like geometric. And then if you want to show all, just click show all. So that's basically the idea of the constraints, right? I think that's all about constraints for sketches. If you have any question, you can drop the questions to the chat. I will try to answer your question, or if I am not sure about the answer, you can drop. I will tell you, and you can drop you can drop your email, and I will send the answer through email. But for now, I will go to a website, to our website. This is Acadsystems website. So I hope you can see my screen, right? So here you can see AutoCAD is an Autodesk Gold partner, which we not just sell product, but we also provide training and all. Okay. If you go down here, you can see our free online lesson, our upcoming free online lesson. You can click and register, and then go more down. You can find our social media, including Facebook, YouTube, and email. So if you want to rewatch this video, you can rewatch it through this YouTube. Just click here, and it will straight away go to here, Acadsystems channel, and these are the videos that already uploaded, including the recorded free online lesson. All right. So thank you for joining this lesson. Yep. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Oh, sorry. As a default, you will have this parametric tab. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye and stay safe.
All right.